I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Welcome, traders, investors. Now, after this powerful message, you need some powerful system to deliver the promise. It has been delivered after 3 years of testing and build time and 2 years in real-time market. The system has delivered the promise. The problem is the problem of integrated thinking. Once you are locating yourself in this chart, you lose picture of this chart and this chart. Once you are looking at this chart, your mind is biased and is not able to put the information on the left side and the right side. So what you have to do is train your mind to look left, middle, right, right, middle, left. Go left and right. Practice looking and not making a decision until you see the big picture. That is the key. So now On the left side is the banking chart, which is market profile forecasting chart based on the activities we forecast these levels, right? You cannot blindly take these levels because remember, putting all these things together is the key. Integrated thinking. It's a story with the cycles inside cycles, right? Spirals inside spirals. There's a non-linear equation behind the scenes how the spiral energy works. But let's say you're taking the decisions and you get okay when it gets to this level. Let's start with the thinking process. Market is here, go to the green, and you said okay, let's just take greens all the time, and then you see, hey, what happened here? It just goes to the next level. Why? It will stop at this, it will stay in these levels. Green or lower, green or higher is a shorting space. This is a long space. So green or higher is a shorting space, and the bottom is a long space. I mean, these are big moves, right? So this is a long area and it works. This is a long area and it worked. This is a short area, it worked. Now this one is a long area, but where will it stop, right? That's the whole key. It will stop at one of these levels. We know this in advance and we're doing this for years now. Long area, right? Then down reached here. This is a short area from here to here. It went in way till the middle of the night. It shot it, but it kept on going, right? And then here, same thing. It kept on trading in the side until next day it boomed, touched the green line, and crashed. Right? So, what is going on here? We have to then investigate on the right side. Now, this is current data for this year. It doesn't matter. Look at any time. You will not see any difference. I mean, I don't even have to show you the time. You will see the same pattern over and over. We need to qualify these patterns. That's the whole thing. That's why we have 3 charts, not one chart, right? So, shorting area, long area, right? Same story. Shorting area here went nicely. Long area here went nicely. Sometimes it doesn't reach that. I mean, and once in 35-40 days it will blow through the levels. So now remember, these levels are being printed because of Sunday activity. Nothing happened here. So what you can do is, if it is a narrow Sunday day, you can just ignore this and you can just play the prior days. Okay, this is Monday, or on the chart you can make sure you don't use Sunday. So skip Saturday and Sundays, or you just see this on Friday. See this one? The Friday was still active and went to the Friday long area. So once a while, it genuinely blows through it when we have 70-point drops. It doesn't happen 70-point drops. It happens every 6, 7, 8 weeks, right? So short area here, I will take this Friday as long area, and it works, right? Market came down here, long area. Now this is all short area level. That's why they are printed. One of the levels will stop it, and it does every day. Right, we printed this for like 4 months on Twitter. Every night I posted these levels too, but just a story, right? So again, short areas here, long areas. It worked out for 15 points. Then this is a genuine crash down. Same thing here, short area. This is long area. Market is there's no trade here or here. This is fine. Let it go close to us. You can still trade it, and I will explain that to members only how. So there we go. This was very narrow day, you can see, so you can ignore this one. So there we go. Prior day, this was the levels we have. So we were expecting market to go short from any of these areas. It kept going until it got there, and then it moved 60 points. So what you do is, how do you qualify this, right? So we have an idea. Hey, this is my long area. Hey, this is my short area. Okay. Now the next step is, don't just take it blindly. There are a lot of other reasons we need to look at, and one of the reasons is right here. chart 2 and chart 3. So right here, market went here, you wanted to short it, but remember that when you get into this extreme pressure, it takes 3 tries, 1, 2, 3 tries, and eventually when you know this pressure is building, right, you just go 10% here, 33% here, and then you go 33% here, something like that. You have to do some management. If you just put all the money here, 10 contracts, and you're a 10 contract player, you'll be like hurting big time. But it went to the next level. And on the third try down, first time down, third time down, second time down, third time down, it finally finished it. So let's test this, what's going on. So now you look at the chart on the right side, okay, when this is happening. Now this is buyers and sellers. We are tracking this actual big commercial chart, right? This is the big activity of what is really going on behind the scene. Who is buying and who is selling. This is all in the buy zone only. See that? Until it ended somewhere here. And what we can do is we can squeeze the chart as we have learned. And there we go. We did a retest of this level. See this? This is simple. On this chart, apply every technical analysis you know of. Head and shoulders, bad patterns, harmonic ratios, whatever you want. Simple trend line, channels. Now in this latest release, you also have what we call modified shift on the bottom, or even you see a drawing tools, you have this modified shift pitchfork. Use that. And the way it works is you use the 3 swings, A, B, and C. You can also adjust it. So let's use this down swing. We can use this one too. We can use this one too. Let's use the bigger one. That's fine. A, B, and C. So what do we have here? I have the levels. It went to the level. Now we have confluence of events right now, right? So this is being retested. This is being retested. Double top. And this is simple stochastic oscillator. There we go. And we are expecting, hey, first time retest, it should work, right? And also support becomes resistance. Simple laws you need to know. I mean, this is what is called integrated thinking. You have to be able to see quickly what's going on dynamically in real time. Okay, hey, this is overbought. Now what is my retest? Hey, this is flushed down, flipped on the other side. Support becomes resistance. The same line was broken, it was retested. Expectation is maybe we can take a shot here if other conditions apply. So what we go is, now we look on the left side. So now I have integrated 2 things together. I am on the green level. This is oversold, sorry, overbought. This is overbought, and it's a high probability that it's gonna flip. You don't know. There's one more rules of if you study the parabolic star breakouts and stopping points. You can also see this is a stopping point for parabolic star. You don't see it here, and I can see it. There's also Searle target on this chart if you have taken Searle course. So everything lined up here together, right? And you can use Gann 45 degrees here if you want to break, but you have a very good condition here to take short. And now this green level has much more power to hold because we have integrated 2 things together. Okay, let's qualify again. This level. Okay, this is somehow we picked this level. I don't know why, but this is fine. And same thing happened here. We got a retest, right? And now you see this jam. It was jamming here. It was high pressure was going on. And now you see here the pressure was released. Why it was not released earlier? Because you can see because of the 2 integrated chart thinking. If we have some tools, we can put it here too, but you can just see this. There we go. because this buying was not over, and this level was sitting right here. This one was here. You thought, okay, we will take a shot here. It worked out a little bit, then went to the next one, but this was already tested once, twice, right? So this level was rejected once, then they blow through this one, and we just have an idea. We don't know. We will take a shot here. We'll take a shot here, right? It is at the Fibonacci, this pitchfork area, and so is here, right? All right. So we qualified this for 20-point moves at this point also. And now we know it will take 3 tries. Why? Because the pressure can be seen here where the big boys are still buying. They're not done buying yet. And all your oscillators will be the same situation. Your oscillators will be in this jamming situation. You'll have problems. But we know you want to, hey, can I take this one? Well, there's no qualification. What is there to take qualification here? Do we have anything which will tell me to stop? I need a pivot. So the pivot here is this one. So I will take a shot here, which still worked out nicely. Wait longer. It still worked out nicely. This one here, this pivot was retested on the next side. So these are the pivots you will draw. So you can at least draw, if nothing else, these lines. And the pitchfork. Pitchfork is one way of doing market profile in a sideways fashion. This is just a value going sideways. You're rotating above and below the value. Rotating above and below the value. See this, blue to blue to blue. So you can email me. I will tell you what the blue lines are, what the levels I'm using. So there we go. Same thing here. Market is going up and down is holding. We need 2 touch points, or we can do 1 touch with horizontal lines. And there we go. Oscillator is on the downside, ready to move up. So is high probability is gonna go up. So at this point, market never reached our green levels anyway. See that it was in the middle, and it took off from there. It was holding yesterday's, and if you bought something here, you had to hold a little longer, but it took off. But what really took it off is this retest on the buyers and sellers holding the market. Holders, right? Holders. Okay. Is there anything else? Yeah, of course. I mean, traditional trend lines. Just draw traditional trend lines and have an idea. It doesn't have to be super accurate, because remember, we are playing options and we don't care. We just need a good level where market can move 20, 30, 50 points, right? To make $20,000 a week or a day or a month, depending on your profile and risk profile. You need to have options, and you need to time the options very nicely at the level or the timing level, right? So level is good. If you buy a great level, it gets in the money, boom, within 1 day or 2. We are huge in the money, 400, 500% returns on risk. So this is how you will integrate the 2 charts together. Market came down, something stopped it. We don't know what stopped it, but something stopped it. You cannot say it was this oscillator, but something stopped it. And it came back. So now we know this area has been built. So now we will use that as a reference and assume that support will become resistance. It was support here, now it blasted through this, it will become resistance, and okay, there we go. Now we're giving, okay, oscillator has some chance to move down. And look what's happening on the pressure is still going up. See that? Until this point. And see what is happening on the left side. Your oscillator is jamming. Now we know pressure is going on. Now we can see very clearly why the pressure is not yet over and where it will be over. Huge difference in your trading, right? So if you just blindly took this shot, you know this is a long short areas, right? It stop here, or it'll stop here, it'll stop here, it stopped here. We don't know which one it will stop. Now by integrating these 2 together, now we know. We have a better idea. Hey, let's wait here. So you got it here patiently. You got a bigger move in 3-4 days. Huge move, right? Look at this, $60 moves right here. $6 SPY, $6 SPY, 5 cent. Whatever is, I think 1 cent, 2 cent of bid and ask spread at the money. You got in the money, $6 in the money. Huge, huge. So this is where you can fix these pressure points. Now you know why and how. Bus uh, uh, just by using two things. Okay. So now this modified shift is excellent thing. You can use that. You can use parabolic SAR, just telling you, hey, okay, pressure is on, don't get out. See this one? Don't get out, don't get out. So what stopped it here? Something was going on. Retest of this level stopped it. And what did we get out of it? We got this pinpointed top. We had these levels. One of the levels will be used by the banks. Which one? This or this? Well, we qualified it here precisely for a huge move. You not make much money unless you, I mean, think about it. If you take 20 contracts or 10 contracts, on Friday they'll be much cheaper. On Monday it may cost you $5,000. If you're risking $5,000, you better make $15,000 back, right? 300% return. This may be becoming $20,000. Huge. We don't know how far they will move, but you can see you have a very good idea when they move, they move. So this one should be a long area somewhere. Let's qualify it. Right here somewhere should take long. And there it was. Long for how many points? 50 points. Right? 80, 40 points. Sorry. Then we had this drop. Right? We had this drop to this level. This is all the same level. You can do with the wings. You can take out the wings wings out. Same thing. Third time also it came very precisely. This time it went up 100 points. 100 points. One contract, $5,000. 10 contracts, $50,000. And you risked only $5,000 to make $50,000. That's what you need. This is exactly what you need to play the larger swings. Now this one was qualified. You can't take blindly here, blindly here. I mean, you can, but there's a different rules for that. You can use, let's say you want to just go blindly somewhere, right, based on just one chart. Wait for something to pull you in. That's the way I see is useful. So you say, hey, I want to go long here. Put the buy order here. You want to say, hey, I want to go long here, or this, right? Let the market go down. Let market go down below this level and pull you in the upside direction. Here it never came up. See, it saved you. That's what you need to think. You have to do some testing based on your methodology. But this is, I'm sharing a very core foundation thing which has not changed. You've been watching this for more than 2 years now. It'll never change. No 20 different rules, no 20 different logic, right? Okay, same thing here. You said, oh, I will go short here. Okay, let it go up first. And then come down. It never came down, right? Same thing here. Okay, let it go up first above this and pull you down. Never came down. Same thing, you said, okay, this is my 2 levels up. Maybe you let me try this one, right? Now you see pressure has went 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Now you're getting close to some possibility of taking a shot. So what we can do is we can put some lines here. And let's also do the shift. Modify. This is all pitchfork. So you can do modified one. Other pitchfork you have to play based on you want to trade options. I want to trade options to I know my risk is limited. And I will not blow up my account, and I will not have a huge problem. So what do you see here? I used ABC. Email me for the levels. Market went up where? So let's remove this one. So we had an anticipation here. So it went, okay, we'll take some short here. Let's see what happens. If you take, market went here, retesting this one. So we were somewhere here, we put 10 contracts and let it hold for 24 hours. Let's see what happens. What happens? It happens to be a massive drop. See this one? Now you're taking huge swings up, huge swings down. You have the ability to take huge swings up. Market is at the lowest level. It gives you idea, hey, I want this triggers your mind to take a bias. Bias is longs only. Qualify the longs. Look for chart new. Integration thinking, right? And there we go. And it took off from there. Where was it? Somewhere here, right? This one was not somewhere. This one was nowhere. So this one was better long, which we already tried it once, right? So there we go. So now here, let's see if you have any qualification to go long here. We had qualification here, we don't have qualification there. So based on this, if you just take it, yeah, I mean this, I don't see anything based on the pivots. We need at least, this is a kind of a pivot, but one bar pivot is, it may not qualify. You will be having a line here somewhere. Okay, so what we will do is we'll bring in the middle chart. Now you see the charts were designed because I was observing so many things for so many thousands of hours, and I okay, let's put something together. You know, it just came together, but I didn't knew at the time it is called integrated thinking, and this is why it was working. Because we were working initially at this, I was looking at this, then I started looking at this, and I said, well, you know what, let me put it all together. And it took me a while to see the whole picture, right? So where are we? We are trying to qualify here, right? So right now on this simple support and resistance levels, we don't see any thing, right? Let's first of all mark this level. Now what do you see here on this middle guy? This wave was ready. This simple oscillator, simple slow stochastic oscillator. You can use that, or you have the oscillator of your choice. You can use that. There we go. See that? So you had a more intention that, hey, this is why, you know, if three things comes together, okay, now at least I have at least two of these come together. This is, I want to go long, I want to go long, I know this pressure is going to be released one time, two time, three time, you know, I want to go long, give me some other pressure behind me, and there it goes. Right? Sometimes things can move without any volume. So is there anything else we can see here based on typical technical analysis? Can we draw channels? I don't see any channels. I don't see anything. I don't see anything here. So personally, now if you do this zigzag, 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 this may be what we can call head and shoulder. If I go back a little bit more, so this was held head and shoulder. See this one, head and shoulder, shoulder one, shoulder two, head. Now this, if you take this bigger one, I don't know. So this one was better labeled. This is like we are forcing it. So okay, I don't want to do after the fact. So there we go. So now we put three things together and we get even a bigger picture. Bigger picture. So this guy is telling me, okay, I want to go long and short. Now this is a very big wave, right? So when it goes to this level, extremely top levels, it can continue to go long for a while, but anticipation is it is 100% level, so, and a big wave, and there are longer waves. See, this one lasts for like days. If you want to do monthly options, so you can adjust your time, you can adjust settings on each of those values. I mean, depending on how slow you want to trade. Options require some time and qualification, right? So this is where we are. We want to qualify to go short somewhere here, and it's level here. It will reach the level. This is a shorting location above green and above shorting. So where it's gonna short? Well, there's no pressure to go short until we will not do anything until it gets to some retest level or some technical area where we can short it. And now at the same time, what do we see here? This wave is huge, it's ready to go down hugely as well. Hugely means I'm really meaning hugely. Look at that, 100 points in 3-4 days. $5,000 a week. I told you, I promised you, if you take 10 contracts, it's $50,000 a week. But you have to wait for all these big levels to play out. And the initial risk is always there. You don't have to start with 10 contracts. You can start with small contracts. Or if you just want to hold futures, these are the levels where you can hide also. Behind this level, you can also hide. But this answers the question of pressure fixing. Big, huge waves. Now you can see why big moves are coming. Now you can see very clearly where they're coming from. And this is a bigger move. This is an intermediate qualification, retest failure. You have any other technical indicators you have purchased, you can use them and see. But you have all these things. This is all integrated thinking, putting it together. I was not able to define the term until I read the book. Just one thing that really hit home run. I was like, whoa. All right, so always read some typical technical analysis book. Let's try to add insert study MACD. I don't know, is that going to help or not? So here what we have to look is the divergences, right? MACD plays nicely with divergences. It's not a crossover system. So here market went lower low, MACD did not follow through. So what happens here? The way you play MACD this way is you say, okay, at this level market is holding, it's not going down. Look at where the chart went. The chart went from here to here, right? So what does that show you? The pressure level. What is the pressure level here? And what is the pressure level here? Right? There's a huge delta between the two. So now we have oscillator here. We have this big wave here flipping on the other side. Now this wave is like a really huge one, right? You can adjust this. You know the numbers. I have doubled those numbers. So numbers you have in your membership, I have doubled them. Just for, but I want to slow down further and further and further, you know, catch this huge swings instead of taking a lot more risk. You know, as the account grows, you can reduce your risks. So there we are. And what it says, the price at this point was here. I want to finish my discussion of MACD, and so what it does is draw it like this. Okay, typically this is a typical trading of MACD, all from technical books. So price was here at this level and this price is here at this level. So what is it telling you? It's telling you that, hey, if I flip this over, whatever the price level was at this level, we should get back to the same price level on this level. Okay, and when this should be the same price level somewhere. So what does that mean is, when I'm going to go long here, I should, hey, you know what, the price should be here, somewhere here, right? It is here now because MACD is saying the price should be here, not where it is. That's divergence, right? And there we go. And we are at the buy level. Now we have qualified the buy level. So what you do is, we have, okay, these two areas are the area locator. Hey, retest, good area, yes or no? Good area, yeah. This is good area, yeah. This is good area, this is good area. You bought something here, within 24 hours you got paid huge. If you are playing 10 contracts, you got $100,000 right there. I'm talking about 10 future ES contracts, 20 contracts, not options. In options, if you have one future contract, you are dealing with 5,000 here, 5,000 here. So if MACD told you market price should be somewhere back here, it is not where it is supposed to be, and it went up, boom, right? Simple things of technical analysis, but you have to do the integrated thinking. You have these three charts. Adjust them if you want to. If you need one quick session, we can go through this private one-on-one, because this is where you must make huge money. $20,000 a week is easy money. Now 10 contracts from here to here is around $40,000 here, $40,000 here, right? Within a week. unless you put it all together, it's be very, very hard. And it's still hard for me too, because we don't have 20, 30 years of trading experience. We have a lot of 20,000 hours of research experience, and we have few years of trading experience, and now we are trading very heavy because I got involved in some professional trading recently. So this is the thing. I think this one was built 2 years back, innocently, unknowingly, and it was tested thoroughly, very thoroughly, and it worked out. It has proven itself for more than 2.5 years. It has proven itself, and it's continuing to going to prove itself. So now we are looking at a possible shorting location. There are other Searle ideas which I have put it here. So now these are the shorting areas, right here and here and here, right? This guy is getting ready to tip over. Now one single bar may last you few days. This single bar, let's here, see this one? The single bar, green single bar, can last you 1 day. So don't get fooled. Hey, I will short here. Now we know the shorting location is there. Now we know this guy is retesting this one. See this one? It can test this, it can test this, it can test this. So you draw these lines. So we'll draw lines here, we will draw lines here. Support becomes resistance, let the price go up there, and then we will see where the price, maybe it may just go down from here, it will come down from here, it may go up for a few days. So we should be looking at shorting at this area. Now this is the current market condition. It has been down for a while, for 1 week, and now it's gonna start to go up. Now it may go up, blow above this area somewhere here, right? Retest some levels. There is potential of market to go in these areas based on what we have. Okay, and then we will play when the market gets there. Now you can see it's also jamming, and it's going 64. Now this is going to be a long. I'm thinking somewhere here we will have all the conditions meet up, and market should be somewhere here and here. It should be worthwhile taking risk at this area. This is how you will design it. And the other things you can do precisely where the market will turn on the Searle targets. We know Searle squares, and that is not part of this, but you don't need that either unless you're trading heavy. And if you reach that state of trading heavy, you can invest in that knowledge. So that's how it is. But for now, I am looking at this trend line to break. I'm hoping that it will go up like this on the top side, and then I will be able to get the break of the trend line, right? If it breaks, I will look for the flip on the other side. But I want it to be higher here. Now it may not get there, that's fine. I will take my risk based on that. But I know it may take a day or two for it to recycle also. It can happen this day, it can happen next day. And I'm looking at these levels. That's it. And you can put a trend lines here, and you can get an alert set up on that. Alert text you and say, hey, alerts. It'll send an enable alert, and you can put alert on the screen, or I think you can also talk to your trade session to send you an email alert. It'll send you an email, hey, this line is here. Hey, this line is here. So you don't have to watch it. You can set also lines here same way. You can set up some lines here, here, here. Market goes to the level, then I will act. So that's all I have to say about putting it all together, integrated thinking. And now again, there are some laws you don't know about where we can predict other things also. For example, if I use this so if I use this measurement law of 369, right, we have an idea here that we will be taking short at this level. They are 369 levels, and this is retracement back to the long level. So these are different techniques. Okay, all you need is 1-2 bars to predict everything in the market. 1-2-3 bars, 1-2-3 bars, 1-2-3 bars. And for now, I think look at bigger moves, identify them, trade options, put some trial options, whatever they call paper money options, if you want to try and see. catch these big swings. So you can see how the delta, vega, gamma, theta is all working out against you, with you. Buy at the money options. That's it. ADM options, ADM options. Huge money. It's very exciting, but put it all together. If you find something more exciting you want to share and we can work together, that's fine. Let me know. Thank you very much.